We're about to rapid fire through these shorts and show you the world that we're living in today and what's happening with Islam. I want you to watch closely because a pattern is starting to emerge. Stay until the end. You're going to be surprised at what you see. As always, comment below. Let me know where you're watching this from and share this with a friend to get this out. Let's go right into this first one with Philip Anthony Mitchell.
Mark my words this day. If the church in America don't wake up and start fighting for the faith, we're going to look up and the Bible going to become illegal. You better be careful how you vote. The Bible's going to become illegal.
The Bible will become illegal? Think that can't happen? Watch what's happening right now.
We're done hiding. We're done. We're done being tortured.
This is New York City right now.
And hurt and judged. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be upon, of Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So,
what do you think that means? We will not stop until it enters every home. And I'm telling you right now, enters willingly or forcefully.
I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadan Rasulullah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah, the God of Jesus, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, and the God of the last and final prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi.
Next.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.
Just like the comment says, this isn't the Middle East, this is New York City.
Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah.
Look, I know some of you may be thinking, Adam, that's what Christians are trying to do. Tell people about Jesus, get people converted. But listen, it's not about religion or control when it comes to Jesus. It's about truth. There's a night and day difference between what Jesus teaches and what Muhammad teaches. One message speaks of peace. One message speaks of war. One message speaks love. The other message speaks of hate and destruction. And also to lie so you can get closer to people as long as you are protecting what they value. You can lie to get closer to people because your ultimate goal is to convert them or get rid of them. They're not the same. They're not even close. There's only one way to heaven, and that's through Jesus Christ. And that's why we share him, honestly. Because while one path leads to him, the other path leads from eternal damnation, leads to eternal separation from him. We're not forcing faith. We're sharing hope. We're not pushing fear. We're offering freedom through Jesus. And time is running out. Let's look how they're starting to get them into office. I could probably make multiple videos about this because if you actually look at it, there are so many government officials that are now entering and so many videos showing this is how they're doing it. They're building them up from children to older, getting them into office so they can overtake America. Put that next clip on.
So you don't want my ID?
This was in New York just during this last election. 2 days ago, today's November 6th, and it says, no identification needed at the voting polls in New York. They refuse to even look at his ID. And watch, I'm going to play this, they even say, like, we were told not to take IDs. What do you think the purpose, what in your right mind do you think the purpose of not checking IDs would do?
How do you know it's me then?
We can look it up by menu.
I could just give you a fake name.
We can give you up by menu.
Signature, we check signatures.
Yeah, we're not,
So if you don't check-
not supposed to give you ID.
But
Unless
if you don't
ask.
check ID, how are you going to know this is our signature?
Manual entry. No worries.
We have the signature on file.
So I'm not going to take your ID. You just write your name, and we'll verify that's the right signature. My signature is never the same. It can be close, but I don't know about you, but it might be close, but it's not the same each time. They're doing this specifically for voter fraud.
Oh,
Show
interesting.
him when he's sewing. When he's
What
sewing,
you
show
say?
him.
First three letters of your last name?
You got it, right?
First three letters of your last name?
I gave you my ID. Why don't
I
you
know,
use
but
it?
just first three letters of your last name, sir.
Shit, you guys making this difficult.
We're not making it
UDD.
difficult at all.
Is he giving you his ID to look at?
Yeah, I gave it to him. so
Okay,
you can
give it
use
to him.
So you
Give
can
it.
use
We're
it.
not supposed to ask
We're not
for
supposed
it.
But I'm giving it to
I
you
know.
so that it's easy
You're
for you
absolutely
to.
right.
See, we're not supposed to ask for the ID. They're supposed to just take whatever you tell them and trust this is it.
But I'm giving it to
I
you
know.
so that it's easy
You're
for you to.
absolutely right. You're absolutely
Because
right.
I could be somebody who's just pretending to be somebody.
You're absolutely right.
I don't think
But
you want me
we're
to
not
pretend.
supposed to ask.
It
We're not
doesn't
supposed
matter.
to ask for identification.
How do you know it's the right person?
We have a signature on file.
I get it, but if I'm giving you my ID, it's so that you can verify for sure it's me.
I found him by his date of birth.
Who? Oh, you found him?
Yeah, by his date of birth.
That was on that table. I'm here now with this gentleman.
Start over. Go to manual entry. Put in his birthday. That's how I
Thank
found
you.
him.
Okay. Put in his date of birth.
Just trying to make it easy for you guys.
Understand what we were told.
I don't care what you were
You
told. I'm
are
making it
not
easier for you
allowed
guys.
to ask.
But I'm giving you guys my
If
ID,
you
so
put it in front of my face, I'm going to take
I'm not gonna.
it.
Obviously, I'm not gonna do that.
No.
I'm telling you. Do you need my ID? Here's my ID. Take it. Use it. That's what it's for. Identification. To identify who I am, if I'm the right person or not.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. 8114.
Now, this next video is going to go into a little bit of what I said a little bit earlier, how they're raising them up, but also how, actually, you know what, I'm not going to say anything. I'll just play it for you right now.
We have a political left. It's a progressive left. As you know, it's sexually permissive. And this political movement appears strangely allied with radical Islam. Can you explain this?
When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
Why is that?
I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives.
I saw them as very stupid, and I would fear the conservatives.
Because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with. I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Would never do it. They'd give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders.
They have been saying that over and over. They're literally against all this. They're playing happy right now, but watch when they get into office. Watch when they start changing things. Watch what happens.
But they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that.
Now, once they get voted into office, watch what others are calling them to do.
Believer knows that none of this is in vain, that this is all jihad, that this is all ibadah, and that this is...
First of all, this is the New York mayor's intern that calls his election campaign a holy war. She says voting for him is all jihad, all ibadah, and asks what followers are willing to sacrifice for the noble cause. Watch this.
is all counted for by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so the conversation of doxing, the conversation of getting arrested and suspended, I think it's time for Muslims to start to say, all right, so what? Do what you want. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, because it's about time to do that. And I know everybody has their...
No matter what happens, no matter if you get arrested, it's time to start doing what we need to do. Come on.
own families and has an education and everything. It's just a question. We don't want to get doxxed, and we don't want to get suspended, and we don't want to get arrested. How gangsta are you? That's just my question. How much are you willing to do it? And I know everyone has their own risk levels, but at the end of the day, that's a question to ask ourselves. How committed am I to this?
How gangster are you? I can't. How gangster are you to start doing and start doing what we're calling them to do? No matter if you have a family, no matter if you have kids, no matter what you have, it's time to start. This is ridiculous, is what it is.
To what extent of my personal material gains am I willing to sacrifice for this bigger noble cause? And subhanAllah, I truly believe that when your heart is in the right place, if you get suspended, if you get doxxed, because it's bound to happen when you're doing a righteous cause and when you're doing something for the sake of Allah here in the West, it will never ever be in vain. And the true believer does not fear that, because the true believer knows that the akhirah is a promise.
I don't even want to spend more time talking about that one because it was so absolutely ridiculous. But it's one of thousands, if not millions, that are saying the same exact thing. And it's time for us to wake up. Speaking of election, watch what this guy is saying of how they get elected.
Entire New York's gonna be Muslim, and then before you know it's gonna be Sharia courts, and then like y'all are.
Donnie is practicing taqiyya.
1,000%. 1,000%. It's
Taqiyya, that's what it was that I was saying earlier. I didn't say the name, but taqiyya is where they are able to lie to your face if it protects their cause. They will sit and say they're okay with gays, sit and say they're okay with certain things, and they are lying because behind all that, they want to get rid of them. They want to. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, Jesus is about love. Like, I might not agree with your sin, but there's forgiveness in your sin. On the other side, it's like, okay, you're doing this, let's off you. Let's get rid of you. That's a night and day difference. Let's keep watching.
He's presenting
the Muslims are laughing at you guys. Like, this is the funniest thing. Like, dude, give it 50 more years, entire New York's gonna be Muslim, and then before you know it's gonna be Sharia courts, and then like y'all are. It's like if. It's like shooting yourself in the foot. Like, I can't even believe. And like, you see Europe, you look at Europe, it's happening right now. And then you're like, oh, let's just do it here in New York. Like, it's like, no, like you have to stop. Like, obviously taqiyya is working and they're doing an amazing job at it and they're fooling everyone. Like, and all the Muslims are like so happy that's happening. Like, this is the best thing that could happen in Islam. And he's going to win because we're too stupid. Like, no matter how many times ex-Muslims will say, taqiyya is a real thing, they are lying to you, they will take over within 100 years, no one's going to listen. Because we just assume that our God is the same as their God. We just assume that their God will tell them not to lie. But their God tells them to lie. That's the difference.
But are you saying, could it be that someone like Imam Dami, he's Muslim, he's a practicing Muslim, self-professed, you know, he avowed, that's what he is. But maybe in the back of his mind, he's like, yeah, I'll be practicing Muslim and I'll tolerate other people. But the more he leads, the more for him to practice, he has to dominate. But that, I mean, I'm just saying, could it be in the back of his mind, there's a duplicity in his own mind where he doesn't realize that he is he's not intentionally practicing taqiyya, is what I'm saying. Or you think, no, it's like, this is a strategy.
I don't think you realize how bad it is. I don't think like they talk about it openly. Like, they'll literally be like, guys, we have to go out and say like we love the gays so that we can take over the West, and then as soon as we take over, we'll kill the gays.
That's not the clip that I thought it was. Again, let me know if you like these because there's so much more. I could put together so much more. There's other clips where it shows different cities across the United States that are taking over, that have Muslims as the mayor, that are taking over, trying to take over states, while we sit back thinking it's not happening. It's happening right before our eyes. Again, let me know down below if you want me to make more of these, and I'll keep on going on this one. Since he mentioned the UK, let me share this clip from the UK and what he thinks needs to be happening. Watch this.
So again, jizya, we start saying like this, like that. There's no need
And just to clarify as well, yes, jizya is taken from the non-Muslims. We take the jizya from the non-Muslims, the combatants, the enemies of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in exchange. And when we say like tax, it's not like a council tax or road tax that you're paying. You understand? And I'll get to that point as well. Is we're taking in exchange for your blood, for your life. Do you understand? We're taking it in exchange.
What he's saying is, if you're what they want to start doing in the UK right now, if you're not Muslim, they're going to start taxing you. And if you don't want to pay that tax, like he said, it's exchange for your blood. So you either pay the tax or pay the piper, per se. This is ridiculous.
Blood for your life. This is mentioned by the commentators of the Quran as well. For your blood, for your life. This is mentioned by the commentators of the exchange for your blood, for your life. Do you understand? We're taking it in exchange for your blood, for your life.
Let me play it one more time, just make sure you heard it.
Do you understand? We're taking it in exchange for your blood, for your life. This is mentioned by the commentators of the Quran as well.
For your blood, for your life. This is mentioned by the Quran. So he's saying what we're doing is not just our ideas, it's what it says to do.
The Mufassirin, they've explained that the Fuqaha have gone into detail. And why are we taking this is because you are a rebellion. You are rebellious against Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And because we have mercy, Islam has mercy.
Because we have mercy, we'll tax you. We won't off you as long as you pay taxes. I'm going to end it with that one right there. Again, if you like these, I'll make some more because there are so many out there. I want you to look around with everything happening right now. Digital currency, talk of one world order, and even one world religion. It's becoming so clear that the end is drawing near. It's no longer time to stay silent or sit on the sidelines. We need to wake up and ask ourselves, what are we doing with this time that we've been given? Now is the moment to share your faith, to speak boldly about Jesus. Tell people your testimony, what He's done in your life, and proclaim Jesus Christ is the way, truth, and life, that no one can get to the Father except through Him. Everything the Bible warned us about is starting to unfold right before our very eyes. And I've heard so many voices starting to say the same thing. Voices that I trust, voices that I listen to. And it's this, that we may as very well see the return of Jesus in our lifetime.